Hello friends, welcome to the Angular 8 tutorial. In this tutorial, we will see observable with async pipe, and we will see create this async pipe using the ng-for and the ng-if. In the previous tutorial, we have seen how to get data from in-memory web API, and before proceeding with this tutorial, I recommended you please go to the part 33 of this tutorial series, because we are going to proceed the example which we used in the previous tutorial. So in the previous tutorial we have seen how to create the in-memory web API and how to manage and how to get the data from web API using the services and using the observable and the subscribe. So in this tutorial what we will do, we will remove the subscribe keyword from the observable, and we will take that using the async pipe. So let's create it. So go to the Visual Studio Code. In the Visual Studio Code, in the last tutorial what we have created one this interface file that is containing the property like id, name, gender, and then we were creating one dummy data which means for creating the dummy data we created one student info class, and we are inheriting it from in-memory DB service, and here we are writing our dummy data. After that we created the service, and in this service we are taking one observable, and the type of this is the student interface, and we are assigning one student URL, and through this student URL we are taking data into the app.component.html. So we are going to manipulate this example with our requirement, means with our async, using the async. So please watch the previous tutorial to proceed with this, like how we create this web API in our Angular 8. So what we will do in the app.component.ts, here currently we are getting the response using the subscribe keyword. So what we will do now, we will not get the response using the subscribe. Basically the observable and the subscribe meaning to get the request and response as synchronous way. So now we will get this data with the pipe async. So before this, let's remove it, and what we will do, whatever the response is coming, we'll get that response using in the this variable directly. And the response, as I explained, like response always come as the observable. As I explained, like here we can see the response, it is an observable, so we have to make it as a observable type. So this is the type of it, and we have to take it from RxJS library. So that is the first thing which we did. What we did, we removed the subscribe keyword from here, and we are directly getting this data into the .NET student variable, which we have taken as the type of the student interface. But as the response comes in the observable, so we have to make this student interface as a observable. So that is the thing. Now what next we have to do, we have to make one pipe here as async. So that is the thing. Now let's save it and see on the browser. We should see the output as expected. So we can see the data on the browser, like we are getting the same data. So that is the way we can use the async using the ng-for, because we are getting this async data using the ng-for directive. So this is the way. Now the next thing, how we do same thing, that same async using the ng-if. Like there can be a situation like I want to send or I want to get the data, like what I want the get data for a particular like I want to get data for a ID 1. So in that kind of scenario we use the ng-for. So let's create it in our Visual Studio Code. So for making the changes, first what we will do, we will make the changes to this service. Like now currently it is taking data in the array, like array type, like it's taking the collection. But now what we have to do, we have to take this data based on the ID. So first remove this like as a collection, and what we will do in this URL, we will pass the ID plus, and we will pass the ID. And this ID will come from the when user will send the request like ID, so it will come in this function, and this will be the type of as a number. So that is the first change which we made, like it was coming in an array, so we made it like it will take one ID parameter, and based on that it will call to the URL. And the next change what we have to do, like in this component, now here it is saying like it is expecting one parameter, so here we have to pass like which ID. So I want to get the number 1, like this variable I want to, like for the ID 1 I want the data. Now the next thing what we have to do, we have to make the changes to this, like here this we have defined in the array, like so again here we have to change it like this data, because now it is taking the single data. So that is the second step we have to make. Now the next we have to do in the HTML file, because now we are making the loop. Now we have to remove the loop and we have to take it as a condition. So let's comment it. Control KC is for commenting. And now next is what we have to do, we have to make the if condition here. So for making the if condition, we will take it under the div. So take a one div, and inside this div I will take star ng if, and what I will take over this student we are going to take, and I will put the pipe is async, and I am taking it as a item. And else what we will do, one loading ng template. So here we will take all this, I'll copy here. Now when we were learning about ng if, in that tutorial we have seen like this loading we have to take as a ng template. If you didn't don't know about the ng template, I recommended you go to the ng if tutorial. There you will find like how we create the ng template. So here we will create ng template, and inside this ng template, and the type first we have to give the type of this like hash loading. And inside this basically what is this loading, like before showing this data it show us the one circle like its data is loading kind of things we put it here, but as of now I don't have any image. So what I will do, I will write one text like data is loading. So that is the thing here. So basically what we did to create this ng if with async, like first we change into the services, like it was taking as an array, so we change it to take one response only based on this ID. Then we made the changes into the app.component.ts, like it is taking one data and we change from array to the single. Now next where we change into the HTML file, like we are using ng if, and here we are taking one pipe called async and as item, and then else loading ng template. Here basically colon will not come, it will be semicolon. So now here what we have written, ng template loading, like when until this data will load, there is one text will come like data is loading. It's like a progress bar. So now let's save it and see on the browser. So it's compiled successfully. Now see on the browser. So we can see data is here. Now I'll do F5 again. We'll see like data is loading. See, now the data is shown. So here we can put like a progress bar, like it's a waiting, like data is loading. So that is the concept of using ng if with async and ng4 with async, using the observable in Angular 8. If you have any question or doubt, please comment. Thank you.